Welcome, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you are. I'm in Estonia, so it's evening time. It's snowing outside, but I hope wherever you are joining us, it's a bit warmer there, or at least if it's not warmer, then we will put some warmth in your heart by the end of this webinar. But let's take 2 minutes to get everyone together, and then we will kick it off, our Katana Masterclass webinar. So let's wait a bit more as people are joining. And in the end, of course, we will send you the recording so you can go over everything. And if you missed the beginning then or some parts, then you can rewatch it. I see people joining. Really nice to see so many people interested. And I think we are good to start. Whoever comes later will miss the beginning, but we'll get it from the recording. So welcome once more to Katana Masterclass. My name is Siim. I am Katana's purchasing team product manager, and I will be hosting today's webinar. My background is in manufacturing. I have a master's degree in industrial engineering. I have worked in manufacturing myself, starting from shop floor operator, then up to the office positions like purchasing materials, being an engineer, and also being a production manager. So I have experienced all the roles. And in the last 5 years, I've been focused on helping manufacturing companies to benefit from the digital tools. And yes, now I am in Katana, and I am the product manager there. So what we will be doing today, we will have a presentation about outsourced manufacturing functionality in Katana. And then we will have an interview round with one of Katana's customers, Danny from Tug-E-Nuff, who will share his experience with Katana and also the outsourced purchase orders that I will be demoing next. And in the end, we have approximately 10 minutes for all the questions that you might have. Now, for questions, you can already write them in the chat box or in the questions that is on the right bottom corner in your browser. So you can drop the questions there, and then I can pick them up and answer them whenever it's time for that. So let's kick it off. Outsourced manufacturing functionality. So first of all, let's cover what we are meaning when we use this term outsourced manufacturing. And let's take this example that you have here on the screen. We have one brand owner who has soft drinks as their products, and they don't have any manufacturing in-house, but they have a really good manufacturing partner who's taking care of all the manufacturing for them. But as they want to make sure that the quality is of high level, then they are purchasing all the required ingredients and providing them to the manufacturing company that will then use those ingredients. So when we're looking at this schematics here, then the Katana user is making the purchase order for the suppliers, purchasing a batch of oranges that will be delivered to their manufacturing partner. And they will be also creating outsourced purchase order that will be stating which products in which quantity are required. And then the manufacturing company does the manufacturing, and as a result gets out the end products, which are orange soft drinks, and then they will deliver it back to you, and then you can sell it to the end customers. So this is the simple example. And of course, it can be that you are manufacturing something in-house, something outsourced. So it can be also the hybrid mix. But for the simplicity, let's go with just outsourcing the whole manufacturing. And now let's see how it works in Katana. For that, I will start sharing my Katana screen. And now you should see Katana. So before we start using this functionality, of course, we need to set our Katana account up appropriately. For that, we have 3 steps in total. First of all, we need to define the products. In our example, we will use the same orange soft drink, and we need to create the product itself. This is under the items. We need to define, of course, the name. If we track batches, in our case, as it's a beverage, then we will track the batches. We enable this checkbox here. I track batches, lot numbers. And the important part now is when you want to benefit from the outsourced purchase order functionality, then additionally to I make this product, you need to enable I buy this product checkbox as well. So both of them have to be enabled to benefit from the functionality. Additionally, you can add the default supplier in case you have one default partner that is doing the manufacturing for you, and also the default purchase price. Now, this purchase price is just the service fee that the manufacturing company will ask from you to do the manufacturing. It's not including the ingredients. Ingredients will be added separately. So you just need to define what they are asking for 1 unit of manufacturing this specific product. Now, the product itself is done. Second important step here is that you will also define the product recipe or bill of materials. For that, we have separate tab. And what makes our brand of soft drink special is that we are actually using the actual oranges in our soft drinks. So 1/2 kilo of oranges, some sugar, can, label, and that's it. So we have quite simple bill of materials here. Everything is defined, all the ingredients, all the quantities. So we can move on to the second step. What we need to make sure that we have the supplier or our partner who is doing the manufacturing set up as a separate supplier. You can add it from this supplier's screen, or you can add it straight from the outsourced purchase order as well. And the third important thing, for my example, then it's this bottling company and outsourcing partner for bottling. So we will be using that one later. And the third important thing is adding the location. So under the settings, we have a subsection of locations, and here I have added bottling location. And this is important to be able to track your stock in different locations. Something you have in your main location, something you have at your manufacturing partners' locations, and maybe you have even multiple manufacturing partners. So you would be adding all of those different companies also as different locations. So then you can make sure that that you know exactly what is available where. And the important part here is that you have make checkbox enabled, so you can create the outsourced purchase order there. And in case you purchase something directly to this location, then also this buy checkbox is required. But now we have all the requirements fulfilled, and now we can start using outsourced purchase order. For that, we click on the global plus here and click on outsourced purchase order. Now, if you're familiar with Katana and the purchase orders in Katana, then this view is very, very familiar to you. But it has a few differences, and I will tell you about it a bit later. First of all, of course, you need to assign the supplier, who is the manufacturing partner that you will be purchasing the products from. So in our case, bottling company. Then the first difference between the outsourced purchase order and the purchase order is this track ingredients in field. Here we have to define the locations, define the location where the ingredients will be processed from. So this is the bottling location that I showed that I have added. And then we need to add the item that we want to purchase from them. So in our case, it will be orange soft drink and 330 milliliters. So cans of orange soft drink. And let's say we want to purchase 1,000 pieces of that product. We see that nicely from the product card. There is also the price per unit taken here. So that is the service fee that the bottling company will ask from me for manufacturing this soft drink. And also here in the bottom, we have one notification that there are some items missing from stock from the same supplier. So I can click here and I can see that I am also missing some orange soft drinks that are in bottle, half a liter orange soft drinks. And I can also see here that where do I need those? So I have one sales order for major retailer in the quantity of 500 pieces. So I can see from where it is missing. So if I want, I can have those products on the same outsourced purchase as well. And now I have both of those products on the outsourced purchase order. Here quickly, we can see whether the ingredients are already available in this location or not. In this case, we see that something is expected. Now, if we want to get a better overview of what ingredients actually are used here, or we want to make some changes, for example, in this case, something is used more or less or not at all or additionally, then we can make all those changes here in the track ingredients tab. But currently, I don't make any changes. Let's keep it like this. But we see here that oranges we have in stock, but the sugar is the component that is not there yet, but is expected. So an purchase order has been created and it will be delivered on the 30th of January. Now you have, or in case of outsourcing, you have 4 different options for the ingredients. First one, of course, is that you already have all the ingredients available in this location. So you have it from the previous orders, something available. And in this case, we have oranges, cans and labels already available there. Now, if you don't have stock available there, then another option is that maybe you have it available in your some other location, so you can quickly check it. For example, you switch to main location, and now in real time, Planner is calculating the availability. We see it's not available there. If you want to go deeper, then we see, yeah, in stock we have 0 grams. So this is not an option for us. Then third option is that we are directly buying it to our manufacturing partner. For that, we just need to click here, buy, and quick buy dialog opens. We can here define the quantity, what we want to purchase, and create the purchase order. But in our case, we already have purchase order raised, and probably we can't get the necessary ingredients quicker than this 30th of January. And then there's the fourth option as well, that maybe this current order is not the highest priority order. And for that, we can check. Maybe there is some other order, and yes, there is. So we have outsourced purchase order number 1 that is ranked higher. And in case we know that actually we need this orange soft drink already next week, then we can change the delivery date or expected arrival date. We will change it to 1 week from now, so it's 24th. And actually, that also changes the priority of this order. And you can see that in real time, availability is calculated, and now everything is in stock. So also here you can see that outsourced purchase order number 10 is ranked higher than outsourced purchase order number 1. Now we have all the ingredients available, and we could start the manufacturing, but we haven't told our manufacturing partner what exactly do we want to purchase from them. So for that, you have multiple different templates. Of course, you have the standard purchase order that looks exactly the same, which denotes who is the buyer, what are the products that you want to purchase, what are the quantities, the prices. So this is exactly the same as the purchase order itself. Now, additionally, you can provide them the bill of materials that is giving them information. What is the product, what's the quantity, and what are the ingredients that go into this specific product. And all the products are listed in the same document. And then the third one is the consolidated pick list that sums up all the similar ingredients. In our case, it's the oranges and sugar. So we see that 800 kilograms of oranges in total and 16,000 grams or 16 kilograms of sugar is required. So the manufacturing partner can, if they are manufacturing it all together, then they can pick all those ingredients from the stock before they start out. So it's really nicely added up together for them. And now you can send those templates to your manufacturing partner. And at the same time, you see the order in the outsourced purchase order list. So you see that the ingredients are available in stock. You have some other orders here. And now when the manufacturing is done, you will get the feedback from your manufacturing partner or the supplier, and they tell you which exact batches they used in case you are using batch tracking. And in our example, we are using batch tracking. But of course, if you don't track batches, then this step is not necessary for you. But you can assign the batches on the ingredients. So you will use the 001 as the supplier told you that they used 001 and 002. So you will define the batch for oranges and for the sugar as well. And the same goes for the second product. So you will assign the batches for all the ingredients of the products. And same here. So they say that they use 003 for this product that has expire date further in the future. As you already know, maybe also that this one will be on the shelves longer. And now that you have added all the batches to the ingredients and the products have arrived in your warehouse, what else you need to do? Of course, you need to receive the order. So for that, you will click Receive All. And as you're tracking batches again, then you need to define the final product batch as well. So let's say it's scanned orange soft drink 0003 batch, expiration date, let's say it's March 13th. And then we also have bottled orange drink 0003 and expiration date, let's say sometime further, like 3rd of April. And when you click Receive All, then we will do the validations that all the batches have been assigned. Let's click Receive All. Everything went through smoothly, and now the order is received. With changing the order status, there happens two things, I would say. First one is the stock movements, that the final products, orange soft drink 330 milliliters and orange soft drink 500 milliliters, are added to the stock in this ship to, in our case, main location. And at the same time, all the ingredients that were required are processed from the second location, which is the bottling location. So the stock levels have been adjusted according to the bills of materials here. And secondly, the final product gets their final cost. And this cost consists of this purchase price per unit, this $1 here, and added are the cost of ingredients per unit that you see here. So in total, this first product, the cost is $1.84 US. So this is how the price comes together. So the service fee plus the ingredients that were used, because you had purchased those ingredients, so we're not losing this cost anywhere. So they are included in the final product. And now we can also check the stock levels. For example, let's come to stock and see that products, soft drinks, we are in the main location where the product should be. And we see that 1,000 pieces are available in main location with average cost of 1.84. We can also click here and see that outsourced purchase order number 10 has provided it here with the cost 1.84. And we can also check it once more here that does it match? Yes, it matches. So this price has been given and has been like assigned to this product on this specific order. And also let's make sure that the materials have been processed correctly. So bottling location, materials, we had oranges used. So we can see here with the purchase order number 2, we brought in 800 units of oranges or 800 kilograms. And we used 500 and 300 kilograms on the outsourced purchase order number 10. Each of those products required some oranges, and as a result, we have 0 kilograms left. So everything was used appropriately. And also, of course, as you assigned batches, then they were processed from the correct batch. And that's it. That's how you have done the whole cycle of outsourced purchase order through. And let's see if we have any questions about outsourced purchase order now. If not, then we can come back to it later. So let's see. Looks like no one has questions at the moment. Okay, then I will stop sharing the Katana screen. And I would continue with the presentation. So now you should be seeing the presentation again. And for the second round, I would like to welcome on stage Danny, Managing Director of Tug-E-Nuff, user of Katana, user of outsourced purchase orders. So welcome, Danny.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we can hear you great. So maybe, Danny, let's start out with the short description of the company. How long have you been in business and what's the story?
Yeah, so we've been a family-run business since 2009. So we make specialist dog toys for dog training purposes. So they're great for building a bond with your dog, great for recall, and lots of different things, really. Great for just having a bit of fun as well, but they've all got a purpose for strengthening the human-dog bond, really, a relationship. We've been trading, I said, since 2009. Across the UK mainly, but we also have a US subsidiary, and we also sell quite a lot into mainland Europe as well. But our training toys are great for all breeds of dogs, and they're really great for building that bond with your dog.
Mm-hmm. And are you manufacturing in your company, or what's your background there?
Yeah, so we manufacture. Well, we started off manufacturing every single product that we sell. We still do the majority of the manufacturing here, but due to the scale, really, and the demand for our products, we've had to start relying on some trusted partners to help us manufacture to the level that we need to. So we do most of the manufacturing in-house. We were really struggling with that to begin with, in terms of how we managed the product pricing, product materials, the availability of everything, and kind of finding Katana was a eureka moment for us.
Okay, but now that you mentioned already Katana, that before you arrived to Katana, what were the challenges, or why did you even start looking for an MRP software or something additionally to what you had before?
Yeah, so our product, it was really difficult to price our products, number one, because all of our materials were managed on spreadsheets. All of our product pricing, all of the times it took us to manufacture certain elements of the products were all done on a spreadsheet. And we couldn't, in real time, cost those products or notice trends when things were going up in price or things were taking us longer to make than they did. So it really kind of, finding Katana was, as I said, a eureka moment, because it allowed us to see at a glance how every single element of our manufacturing was working, costing us, and allowed us to keep on top of our product costing.
Okay, and what were the steps if someone here hasn't gone through choosing an MRP software? What were the steps for you, or how did you even come to us?
So we took a long time in evaluating different softwares. So we are predominantly our business or sales channels are through our own Shopify store. So we sell direct to consumer mainly. So we found Katana through the Shopify app store. But we had evaluated some other softwares as well. But what we really liked was the deep integration that you guys have with Shopify, and also some of the other tech that we use around our business.
Okay. As you mentioned, you are manufacturing some parts in-house, some parts you outsource, and you've been using the contract manufacturing or this outsourced purchase orders for some time as well. I think we launched it in August 2022, and tell us a little bit about this as well.
Yeah, so one of our products in particular, we work with 3 outsourced manufacturing partners to who make certain components. So the recipe for that product is quite complex. And before, we were still using Katana before you brought in this outsourced purchase ordering. It was really difficult for us to manage that even with Katana. But this outsourced purchase ordering that you now support really allows us to create this real complex product recipe, bringing in all these 3 suppliers that help us to manufacture this one product. We have some elements that are pieces of material cut, some people that it then goes on to another outsourced purchase, outsourced manufacturing partner who then stitches it, and then it comes back to us, and then we finish it. So it's quite a complex piece, but Katana really helps us to manage those product pricing all the way through, and also kind of identify when we don't have stock for the partner to complete the order, and also when we don't have it in here to actually be able to complete the product. It's really again, it's just the icing on top of the cake really for us to be able to have that visibility.
Yeah, I hope that it has also helped you with the challenges that you had in the beginning. So, for example, you mentioned that the delivery times to customers were quite long. Has it improved now?
Yeah, definitely. So as I said before, most of our business is direct to consumer, but we do also do a lot of B2B, and B2B really kind of took a back seat. And before we were introduced to Katana, our B2B customers probably waiting around 6 to 8 weeks for orders to be manufactured for them. But now we've got Katana, we're able to manufacture to stock rather than to order. And we get most of our B2B customer orders out within 10 days now. Our B2C customer orders, because we can see visibility of what's in stock, they're dispatched the same day. So it's really revolutionized our stock position in-house.
Yeah, that's quite a significant improvement from 6 to 8 weeks to 10 days.
And what it's also allowed us to do is to increase our B2B business. So before we didn't really focus at all on growing that, but we have been able to do that with this visibility and assertion that we're going to have the stock available.
So it has helped your revenue as well, like as an end result. Okay, and
Definitely.
Are you yourself sleeping better now as well, that you have a better grasp of everything that's happening in your manufacturing?
Definitely, and I think any questions that we have are easy to answer now. So if things go wrong, we can easily go back and see where the mistakes happened, and understand, if there's a product pricing that's gone awry. Katana allows us to go back in time and see what was happening at a specific time in a moment in time.
And has it affected others in the company as well? I assume that not everyone is using Katana, but you are the main user, but has it helped others as well? Or?
Yes, so we use the Shop for app for our manufacturing team, and this has really helped us to kind of understand in real time what's going on, what is being made, and how long things are taking us to manufacture. So it allows us to identify, people that are working particularly well and people that may need a bit of assistance and help to get up to where they need to be. I would say that although not everybody in our business has access to Katana, most people do. So down to the dispatch team, so they can see exactly what's in stock at any one time. Our in-house accounts team, again, they use it day in, day out, because they can see where where invoices, they can cross-reference invoices from our suppliers against what we purchased. And again, from these outsourced purchasing or outsourced manufacturing partners, again, they can verify that what we're being invoiced is what we've received.
Okay. So the decision to go with Katana has actually affected almost everyone in your company.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a really great positive impact for us.
Oh, it's just a pleasure to hear. Thank you. But with that, I think we are we have covered the main topics. Now I would like to hear some questions if we have anything. So thank you, Danny, for now. But if you have questions to me or Danny, then just pop them in the chat or questions section and we can go over them. I just need to take a small.
Thanks, Siim.
So let's see. Are there any questions? So we had a question about the support when you start with Katana. It really depends on the case by case. Of course, you have all the manuals, video manuals. We have even this video tutorials that go over topics one by one. So this is available always to you and really helps you out. And then also we offer the support to start out with Katana when you have some issues with how do I exactly import some data and so on. So, but just quantifying it, it really depends on the case. And of course, if you want like full support, then we have partners that will help you implement it properly if you don't have like previous experience with MRP softwares. Thank you for the question. I hope I answered it. Waiting for more questions. One question about patches. Are they also shown on the templates that I showed? Yes, they are also shown there. I will share my screen once more just to show it to you. So yes, in case you have, for example, that you are deciding what patches should the contractor use. So I will take the same outsourced purchase order here. And as you had defined the ingredient patches here, then also on the printout, it is actually shown. So if we open bill of materials, that the same batches that you had assigned. So if you know yourself that this product goes quicker off from the shelves, that you will use batches that are expiring sooner, then you can define them and you can already see them on the printouts. So the manufacturing partner doesn't have to figure out themselves which exact batches should be used. So you can keep the full traceability of patches and also make the life easier for the your partner who is doing the manufacturing. Yep, thank you for that question. Let's see, do we have any more questions? I will stop sharing the screen. Second question about starting with Katana. Do we offer strategical sessions to set up company properly from the start? So I would say it lands on the same topic as the first one. Then yes, we offer the support both on like how to do step-by-step things, but also like how to make your like way of thinking according to the MRP. So this is also offered. But if you are interested on that, then you can write us and we can explain it longer to you as well. Or the customer experience team can give you like more thorough overview of what will happen and how it happens. Let's see, do we have more questions? We have one question to Danny from the question is that Danny, if you can come back on the stage, then the question is, what was the biggest challenge when you started using the MRP, or what would you suggest to company that just is starting on this path?
I think the most challenging part was actually setting everything up in the first place. So we probably went through about 6 to 12 months of setting up on Katana before we were 100% able to roll it out. Didn't mean that we weren't able to use parts of it in our manufacturing, and it really kind of, when we started adding the product recipes, as they're called, onto Katana, it really kind of prompted us to ask ourselves lots of questions about our manufacturing process, and actually helped identify some time-saving things that we could do. But yeah, I think that was the most difficult part, was actually setting all the products up and putting on all the manufacturers. But the great thing is once you've done it all, it does work, and that is something that I was not convinced about, but I was a bit worried about after the amount of effort and time. But it does work, and as I said before, you can kind of go back and see where things go wrong, why it went wrong. And generally speaking, it's something that we've done internally, not the software.
So the hard work initially or like finally pays off, so you get the benefits. Okay, definitely. Thank you. But I see that we don't have any more questions. If you have any questions that pop to your mind later on, then of course you can write to us. Just go to katanamrp.com and you will find the contacts for the support. You can ask your questions there, and we are of course happy to answer all your questions. And also you will get the recording of this webinar, so you can go over everything that we discussed and covered here. So thank you all. Thank you, Danny. Thank you all the participants. And I hope to see you all in one of our next Katana Masterclasses. So thank you.